welcome to Festivus. Thank you so much for holding for us. We had to hold for about 4 minutes because everything in the world went wrong, and I had to spend 4 minutes putting makeup on because of the tech issues galore. But hey, guess what? We got it working again. It's a Festivus miracle! Thank you, everyone, for joining us right now. For those who don't know Festivus, Festivus is a tradition created by Seinfeld, believe it or not, the Seinfeld TV show. Festivus, for the rest of us, you have an airing of grievances, you have a Festivus feast, you have an aluminum pole instead of a tree or anything of that kind, and you also have feats of strength and Festivus miracles. We're going to be having all kinds of fun things happen. We're going to be showing some videos, showing some audio, all that stuff. Hi, Doreen! Yay! Thank you for watching! But yeah, starting off, we're going to air some grievances. Before we get into my grievances, we have some... We have 2 little grievances and then 1 long grievance, and then we're going to get into mine. But yeah, please enjoy first David Lawson with his grievance.
Average rent paid by a typical American is $784. The average monthly grocery bill for a typical American is $372. The average amount of money spent on healthcare by a typical American is $414, and they're giving us $600. The average member of the House of Representatives makes $174,000 a year in salary. That's like, let me carry the zero, $476 a day. And those folks are giving us $600. In Denmark, they had a program that they gave 75% of lost wages back to workers, 70% in South Korea, 90% in the Netherlands and Canada, $2,000 direct payments every month. In Australia, it was $1,000, and they are giving us $600.
Yup, that makes sense. I am right there with David. Also, big thanks to David for sending that into us. I am a huge fan of David Lawson. David Lawson does a lot of one-man shows. He's done Nazis and Me, which a lot of you may have seen. A lot of storytelling, a lot of wonderful, fabulous things. But right now, we're not talking about good things. Right now, we're airing grievances. So let's move on to our next one from Jessica. Ready?
Well, it's such a shame to rant about. Anything just before the holidays like this. But since you asked, 5G, that's my rant, causes me so much pain in my lower body as I can hardly walk. And what's worse is no one believes me. They think I'm just a crazy old woman because they can't see my pain. But I feel it.
Pain.
And
shut up, you old
5G's done something else to me. It's ruined my hair. And so that's my visual evidence. You see, I used to have a positive afro. And black girls, they used to comment on it. They'd say, hey, Mrs. What's-it, look, what a nice fro you've got. It's almost as good as ours. And now, look, my hair's practically straight. And when they sees me now, they just shake their heads in sorrow like they can't believe the shame that I must feel over my poor hair.
Oh my God, that is such a thing. Poppy, hey Poppy, are you mad at anything? She's mad at so much right now. Yeah, I agree. Poppy, do you have anything to say to the world at home? Oh, no. You were barking up a storm 5 minutes ago, preparing your grievance for us, and now she's just giving me kisses. All right, Well, before we get into my grievances, we of course have one more from actually a group of frenemies that got together really recently to rehash some things. They were on a reality show, actually. They were friends on the reality show. Of course, we all know reality shows. Things go horribly wrong on reality shows. But, hey, they got together and all worked out-ish? I don't know. Take a look.
You're so like great. Oh my god. One and one? Duh. Yes, I'll take it. Yes.
We have had a falling out for about 2 months now because Jenny slept with Denise's parents, and that's how she found out they were getting a divorce. And then Jenny told Denise that I dared her to do it on a bet. So Denise tried to get back at me by sleeping with my parents and then killing my dad.
Oh my god, I didn't kill him, okay? He just died when we were having sex. He had a heart attack. It was like really awkward for me. Like, she's not even considering how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, not as crazy as when Denise and I found out that Courtney was sleeping with both of our boyfriends, and then Courtney killed Denise's dog, but close second.
Okay, so like, what have you guys been up to?
Like,
I have been having a really hard time at work recently.
oh my god.
Oh, what? Okay, so you know that I have like a job, right? So like, at my job, I have coworkers, and this one coworker came up to me the other day, and he was like, "Can I borrow your stapler?" And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then I used the last staple. I know.
No. Oh my god.
And like now, all of like my papers, I can't staple them. So all of like my misdemeanors and all of the court appearances I have to go to, they're just like all mixed up.
Oh
I can't
my god. Well, why don't you just replace the staples?
Wait. Excuse me. Me get more staples? I'm not the one who like got rid of all the staples, so like why should I get more staples?
Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm just
Yeah, but like I feel like you're being like really judgy right now. I'm sorry, I don't know where the staple store is. Okay, I get the staples, and I have a perfect amount of staples for me, and you're just being like really bossy and condescending right now, and this is why I drink.
She cannot tell me what to do. My mom doesn't even tell me what to do. I am a strong woman that takes no orders from no one. Okay, just because I took and won, by the way, that bet to sleep with Denise's dad does not mean that I'm her little crony.
I'm not trying to disrespect you. I really was not even thinking that I was doing that. I just was trying to, I think you're being a little bit much.
I'm being much.
Okay, guys, you know what? Let's just chill.
Okay. I'll be chill if she's chill.
Okay, fine. You will be chill.
Okay.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
Chill.
So chill.
So,
What?
what's up? Are you guys dating anyone?
Oh,
Because I am. I actually have a new boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Yes, I know.
Who is he?
Yeah, so his name is Brad, and
Brad.
he's so hot.
Yes.
Yeah, he's so hot. We have like amazing sex.
Yes, I love that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And he's like so in the moment, you know?
I love that
Yeah,
for you.
I'm so in love with him, and like I'm so ready to like take to the next step, you know? Yeah, but like whenever I bring it up to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm 18," and like, "Oh I asked my mom and she said that I couldn't."
Oh my god. That excuse. That's gross.
Exactly.
It seems like he really needs to like grow up hair or something.
Excuse me? My boyfriend doesn't need to grow his own fruit, and if he did, it'd be fat and juicy.
I meant his testicle.
Okay, why are you talking about my boyfriend's testicles? Just so you know, he has testicles. He has 2 of them. And they're so sexy. I fucking checked.
You had to check.
Okay, guys.
I really feel like it's weird that you had to check. Oh my god.
My man's testicles are none of her business. You know, I have a man. He has 3 chest hairs and a car. Okay, it's his mom's car, but still, you know, she's gonna give it to him when he graduates high school. Like, get off my back. I should have known she was gonna try to start up drama with me just because I fucked her parents. What a child.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Are you trying to start shit with me right now?
I mean, I've never had to
How
check
dare
to see
you.
if my boyfriend had testicles.
Because you don't have a boyfriend.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Exactly.
Why would you say that?
Okay. We are not trying to have a fight now, guys, and not trying to attack his pubertic stage. Can we just let it go? Can we just
Whatever.
So, anyway, you guys remember my mom, right?
Of course.
Such a woman.
Right. So, like, she's getting old.
Yeah. Decrepit.
And my brother wants her to move, wants me to take her in, and I'm just like, I know. And so now I'm thinking of just euthanizing her.
Wow. Sounds like somebody's okay with their parents dying finally.
What did you just say?
What? Well, I'm just saying that, like,
You're just
you're
just saying what?
Well, it's just, you
I
make
gotta-
that you just make such a big deal when you're.
Okay, whoa. Who are you to decide when my parents are gonna die or not? That is not your decision
Oh
or
my
your
God.
business.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I never decided that your dad was gonna die, okay? He just happened to die when we were having sex. It was actually very inconvenient. I was about to finish.
You did not just say that right now.
She just keeps being incredibly insensitive about my family. Like, I can forgive you for killing my dad, but like, don't keep bringing it up. You know? Like, I can forgive. Sincerely, but I will not forget.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I have moved on from this situation, but I have not forgotten about it, okay? And I didn't need you to bring it up right now, okay? In this situation.
Yeah, why don't you tell it to my dog, Scrappy?
Get over it.
Okay, guys, can we just like
Probably in a better
agree?
place
Can
than
we
being
just
your dog.
agree on something? Okay, like death and euthanization are both bad, and like they're both really sad. So can we just like forgive? Maybe not forget, because that would be like toxic to yourself. But forgive and then move on, maybe. Let's just do this thing, okay? Because I feel like we haven't been as close as we have been before we started sleeping around with
Honey,
other people and getting revenge. We each say our one secret that we're holding in from the others.
So then all of the toxic energy is gone, and we can like talk about it like adults.
It's like a fun thing, I guess.
Okay, so like 1, 2, 3. I can't believe
found
he was dead like right before he died.
Staples.
What? Are you
Are you
Yay! Oh my god, that was. Listen, you love to see other people air their grievances. It's fun. It's a fun time. That was such a fun thing to film. Denise wrote it. She was amazing in it, and everyone was amazing. Everyone was amazing in it. I think actually we heard word though that the first grievance that we aired, the visuals weren't seen, so we're actually going to air their grievance again. We're gonna air their grievance again, make it a second time to show you and for you to hear what's bugging them. It was the second grievance actually that we aired, the Jessica's grievance that we aired. Yes, that was hilarious, and you're getting more hilarity and fun times as we go. Okay, Tech, take it away. And I'll just vamp, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out. And we're moving from the screen. Yeah, we're moving from the screen. Yeah, we're moving from the screen. Woo! So that way it can be big, and
Well, it's such a shame to rant about anything just before the holidays like this, but since you asked, 5G, that's my rant, causes me so much pain in my lower body as I can hardly walk. And what's worse is no one believes me. They think I'm just a crazy old woman because they can't see my pain. But I feel it.
Pain.
And
Shut up, you old
5G's done something else to me. It's ruined my hair. And so that's my visual evidence. You see, I used to have a positive afro. And the black girls, they used to comment on it. They'd say, hey, Mrs. What's-it, look, what a nice fro you've got. It's almost as good as ours. And now, look, my hair's practically straight. And when they sees me now, they just shake their heads in sorrow like they can't believe the shame that I must feel over my poor hair.
I do feel a little bit of that pain, hair problems pain. I mean, as someone with like super like silk straight hair, I am one of those people that always wanted it to be curly and it would fall flat in 3 seconds. I know Jessica has naturally very curly hair, so when she's having her like straighter hair days, then it's like, Jessica, You doing okay? But no, I do. Everyone always wants the opposite, and it is so rare to like find those people like Mrs. Whatsit who embrace their natural hair texture and like super curly hair, and then all of a sudden like it 5G, I guess. I don't know. Jessica, you okay? Jessica, you okay? You okay? You okay, Jessica? All right, we're gonna because we have a lot of things going on, and we may have some actual live guests joining us at some point. I'm actually gonna get into some stuff, and Tech, you can shout from the other room if another person comes in, because the hand signals sometimes, I have no idea what's going on. Can't tell if she's playing with her dog Poppy, can't tell if she's trying to sign something to me, can't tell if there's a fly near her. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know. All right, anyway, so Festivus Feast, of course, is a big deal, big, fun deal. And it's, of course, a festival miracle that the show is still going on because of all of the tech problems that we've had leading up to this moment in time. But anyway, thanks to HelloFresh, we're going to be making some peppercorn crusted beef tenderloin. Now, I know the traditional Festivus meal is usually meatloaf, but I'm fancy and I'm a little basic, so why not? All right. What do I do? Okay. Okay, so sweet potatoes are already over here. We're going to sweet potatoes like mashed. We're going to roast Brussels sprouts on the side. We're also going to have our beef tenderloin. Amazing. So you're going to get water in you. We have prepped most of the stuff over here because life is chaos. I mean, I don't mind prepping on screen, but at the same time, like, if you don't need to, then you don't need to. All right. I'm over here, and all of the extra pieces I gotta dig out. People are probably going to be wondering at home, why the hell did you not start it at a boil first? Well, my new oven, as I've been saying for a few weeks now, my new oven stove combination is so horrifyingly powerful that I don't really need to. That being said, I need a lid for this guy. All right, please listen to this. Great, and it's not the right size, but it's gonna work for right now. They want salted water, so yay! All right, I'm gonna turn it on, turn it on. You're gonna go like that. You're gonna go away from here for a hot second because you're gonna get very warm. You're gonna go in here, and then 20 minutes. Kitchen timer for 20 minutes. Kitchen timer for 20 minutes. That's sweet potatoes, and then we're making mashed sweet potatoes. Yeah. Okay. Next fucking thing I do. Brussels sprouts. They have been halved. So I'm gonna pan the shit out of this pan. Pan the shit out of this pan over here that is right off screen. Great job, Jenny, setting that shit up. All right. All of my halved Brussels sprouts. I haven't had Brussels sprouts ever, by the way, because I'm 12. So we're gonna see how this fucking goes. I'm gonna add some more fucking pan on here actually, because you know what? It's rich butter taste, and I feel like rich butter taste is what we need. I'm spraying it away from the one that is on fire, as you know, because the aerosol will make it go wah, and then I'll die. Which would be a great show, honestly, even for all the tech problems. No one would be talking about the tech problems. They'd talk about how they saw someone die. Oh, a grievance about the day. All right, salt. I'm gonna add some pepper. Salt and pepper's here. All right. They're also gonna be in for about the same time as these lovely potatoes are, so that's fine. What degrees? 425? Great. And again, as I have stated before, I really don't need to preheat anything on my horror new stove because it'll cook it real fucking fast. It'll cook it real fucking fast. What do I do next? I have some time. I have like 8-ish minutes before I need to do the like next thing. Because I want it all to like end at the same time. So let's talk about some of my grievances. I have many. Oh, Chris. What?
No one's coming in. I just figured you have a grievance against me.
Chris is saying I have a grievance against her for all of the tech issues today. Well, here's the thing. I'm not that much of a dick in that I'm going to purposefully piss off our tech in the middle of a show, because then that'll just make it go worse, as we all know from that one person in every show who always decides to piss off the tech, and then they have the lights turned out on them in the middle of the show. All that shit happens. Granted, Chris has been my tech for all of Bard Brunch. That's been running since like August. So like things happen. She knows what she's doing. But there's been some random shit. And also our dog Poppy is chewing out a lot of the cords over right by her. So sometimes the sound doesn't work. Sometimes the visuals don't work based on what Poppy has in her mouth that we don't know about. So that's fun. Yes, more grievances. A lot of you know my mime show, Silent but Deadly. Yes, that was made purely out of spite, a Festivus miracle in itself. Because back in 2018, we were producing our first ever musical. Now, here's the thing. Musicals are hard. So it was an 8-person total show, 4 orchestra members, 4 actors. It was fine. We only cast people we had like used before or like knew very well, had worked with extensively. So we thought it wasn't going to be an issue, and holy shit it was, because our lead actor was not only kind of a pain in the ass the entire like rehearsal process, he had just gotten a new girlfriend, and apparently that allows you to be a dick. It was. But yeah, he all of a sudden, like 3 days before opening night, he sends an email to everyone in the cast saying, "Hey Jenny, I need 3 comps for opening night. Also, I'm going to be in a rehearsal for my mime troupe that's going to end an hour into the show. So how are we going to hold the audience opening night for an hour?" And I'm like, "We're not. You're going to show up on time to our show that you're the lead in, that we've sold many, many tickets for, that we have reviewers coming to that night, opening night of a musical that you've been rehearsing for over a month now. What are you doing to me?" He refused to answer anything that wasn't in group chat form. Later, he said it was for legal reasons, even though this was a union show and he was a non-union actor. And technically, if I'm replacing him with a union person, I can kick him out if he's being a dick. And we were going to. We had someone all lined up to replace him 3 days before the show. Already kind of knew the musical, was just fresh out of Avenue fucking Q. And then the other female in the show and the pianist in the show text the group chat saying they're not going to do the show without Ryan. So, I wasn't going to say his name, but fuck Ryan, honestly, at this point. It was a 3-hour-long insane group chat message between this guy, me, my mom, 2 members of the cast who were not going to weigh in, and the other girl in the show and the pianist all saying like, well, I needed to fully cater to this guy because apparently we're just putting a show on in a barn and nothing mattered, instead of it being in an actual like theater with an actual ticket sale list with actual bartenders working and a show going on after us, because we were opening on like a fucking Wednesday and there was a show immediately after. So we had to push it back by an hour. We had to send an email out to everyone saying, hey, for your time, you can still show up in the time that you want to, and we personally will buy you a drink. And guess what? We did personally buy several people a drink because we were not going to put that on the theater to do. That was an us thing. That was an us problem that happened because this fucking asshole. And they still acted like they did nothing wrong. But anyway, the next day, I'm walking down the street. I'm angry because I'm going to work, and I just have this show opening now in 2 days. And I'm pissed as hell. And I just had to send all these emails last night. And I'm walking, and then I call Chris. And I'm like, Chris, you know what would be a really funny name for a mime show? Silent but Deadly, because that's stupid. And I feel like the other one is really pretentious because you have to be at every single rehearsal, and if you miss one rehearsal, you're out forever, which means that he had to fuck over my show for a rehearsal for a thing that, by the way, apparently, from inside sources, he is no longer a part of, from what I've heard. Fuck that guy. There are very few people that I have banned from actually attending my shows, and that man is one of them. Most people can just give me money if they want to. I'll never cast them again, but they can give me money. No. Oh yeah, no ropes, no walls. Another thing that he was like, we don't do ropes, we don't do walls, and we don't do makeup. So guess what? Our first ever scene of Silent but Deadly was called Rope, and we also wear full face of clown makeup during the show because we are funny. We are silly. We do not take ourselves horrifyingly seriously. And I am really, really flexible when it comes to rehearsals. This show has now been going on for, well, we've been a team for over a year, but this year kind of went to shit. But we had a virtual show in November. We're having another virtual show in January. I have 2 more minutes of rant? Oh my God! I thought that was gonna take forever. I'm gonna turn you down a little bit because you're scaring me. But anyway, yeah, an actor decided that actor who had skipped out on some rehearsals, honestly, even though we built the rehearsal schedule around the actor's needs, decided to ask for comps and then cause a whole group insanity because a rehearsal for a mime company he was in decided to make him late for opening night. I am still enraged about this. I want him dead on a daily fucking basis. And I know people are like, you know what, that's not healthy to hold on to. That's not healthy to hold on to. Yes, it is, because it drives me. I have created a whole show based on it. It's just Sour Grapes, Jenny. That's what we're named after. We're not called Sunshine and Friendship Productions, all right? But we not only is Silent but Deadly one of the best things I've ever created, but it is such a great community of actors that I have in this show. They're all so talented, so supportive, so absolutely adoring of each other, and I am so adoring of them. And this show wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been enraged at an actor. So, you know what? Hold on to it. Let it propel you forward. If it's holding you back, yeah, maybe work on that. But if it makes you decide to eclipse someone's career to the point where no one even remembers your fucking name, well, then maybe you should just hold on to it. Because sometimes rage can be a good thing. All right, what am I doing next? Meat. I'm making meat. Am I making meat? Yeah. Now, I have scissors. These poor scissors. I need to replace my whole knife set. Does anyone know of a good knife set that I could just buy? Because honestly, they don't do anything for me anymore. They don't work anymore. They don't work anymore. What was all of it for? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. If I could cut this package open. HelloFresh is great in that they send you the exact right amount of ingredients, but like, they also airtight seal them, which is bad. For me, anyway. I've also been watching a lot of stuff today. Get out. Get out. I let rage fuel me all the time. Honestly, rage is how we started Sour Grapes production in the first place, because a children's theater company pissed me off so hard that we decided that we needed to make an alternative. And we didn't even do it at the time of that, but it was still like a nice little happy thing that came out of the shit. And that's what I like. I like nice little happy things to come out of the shit. I usually call it exercising the demons. Because then, like now, if I think of mimes, I don't think of that one asshole. I think of my mimes, my wonderful, beautiful, hilarious, insanely talented group of actors. It's such a fun group and show. Dory is one of our mimes, and also, she's amazing. Everything I throw at Dory, she's just like, yeah, okay. She can pretty much do any weird thing I ask her to do on that stage, and since it's all silent, it's a lot of weird stuff, and Dory does it all because she's amazing. All right. Blotting the meat. You blot the meat. Because, like, why would you not blot the meat? Why would you not blot the meat? Sorry, I'm still kind of stuck in that Frenemies voice, even though we filmed that a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, as we all know from Pandemic Rules. Go in there. All right. Great. So, beef. All right. So they want us to salt the beef. Salt the beef. I'll salt the beef. Yeah, I'll salt that fucking beef. I'll salt that fucking beef a little bit. They also want us to put peppercorns on it, which I will do. Oh, they're open. Thanks, Chris.
They needed to be smashed, so I used some of my.
They needed to be
Celebrate energy.
smashed. We used our grievance energy to smash the peppercorns. So we have a little, looking like a high school drug baggie of peppercorns. Because in high school, you never had a dime bag because that was too obvious. You had to have a Ziploc baggie because that didn't raise suspicion at all. Amazing. Amazing. So. Amazing. That's like 4 to 7 minutes per side. We're going to do like 4-ish. So when that hits like 3-ish, I'm going to flip them over. Where's my flipper? None of you are allowed to see the inside of my hell that much. It's just all spices and also medicine. All spices and medicine. All right. Okay. So also after the 4 to 7 minutes, I'm supposed to add a stock concentrate for like 1 to 2 minutes. We'll figure it out. Figure it out as we go. Oh, something happening in the chat. Y'all. Hi. Tech, how you doing?
Doing okay. You know, I was messing around with people's social media tickers and trackers and things. You might have seen some of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're gonna be here though. That's not them.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure if anybody showed up, we would be able to put them in there.
Don't believe that's them, but I appreciate the attempting to get things done because guess what? I like to get things done as well. Every time I do bar brunch, I always say, guess what? We're gonna get me some smell-o-vision for these cameras, and we need to get me some. I need to turn on the fan actually because when the fire alarm goes off, it scares poor Poppy to death. Scares poor Poppy to death. One of the reasons we were also running a little late is because we were rendering a music video for my improv class. It's literally called My Improv, M period, Y period improv. That's McCain and Yosco improv. We teach every Wednesday. Of course, today we are not teaching because we are doing this. But we gave some of our students of that particular day's class some homework based off of an idea that one of them had. They just emailed me randomly. They're like, what if we did a bunch of senior citizens complaining that they can't work from home right now because no one's hiring, so they have to go out to like Walmart and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. What are we going to do about that? And they didn't answer. So we had to talk about it in class. His name is Anthem. He's hilarious. But we actually made this whole thing together. And I finally got everyone's footage together this morning, enough to edit it. And it was still rendering while we were trying to get the tech stuff ready for now. A Festivus miracle that we're even here. Why did we start an improv group? A grievance, perhaps? Yeah, so this is not actually my grievance, though. This is my co-teacher's grievance. He has been in a lot of improv teams, a lot of stuff for like 15 years. But one of his more recent teams that he had to quit, actually, because he's been in a lot throughout this pandemic on and off. One that he had to quit recently was so obnoxious because he auditioned for it. And it was said to be a team thing. And then all of a sudden, they started treating it as if it was a class. He's here?
Yeah.
And he's here! Let's bring him on right now. Andy, we're talking about grievances.
I was only like hearing like maybe 2 sentences of what you were grieving about, and I knew exactly who you were talking about and what you were talking about. Bestie!
Bestie! Yay! All right. So do you want to talk about your grievance while I'm still kind of doing things over here and finishing up?
Am I continuing the grievance of what you were talking about?
Of your grievance as to why we started improv classes?
Yes. Well, it was so funny because This guy also was named Andy. And it's so funny whenever there's another Andy in a group, and I don't know if this is like the vibe of like Andy in the office, but I don't understand why other Andys hate other Andys so much. I literally auditioned. He's like, "Oh, great, we got another Andy. Perfect. What am I supposed to do now?" And I'm just like, first of all, have a lozenge. Second, he always inspected his computer like he didn't know how it worked every single time. Like he would turn it on and just be like, "Wait, can you see me? Am I being viewed by the camera of this computer? What's happening?" But anyway, we were having a set, and a joke came up by another prover, by a fellow pravee, and I sort of said to myself, you know what? I get that it's harsh material that we're dealing with right now. The harsh material was incest, by the way. You know, what Game of Thrones was, intensely popular for. And I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. There's some things that you don't talk about, but this was a practice. And, like, have faith in your fellow prover that we can, like, make fun of this issue, but also address it as a very bad issue, which we did, which I did, which several other people did. And then he's like, I kind of got bored by all that incest, but if you want to keep talking about titty milk, I'm all for it. So many of us were so uncomfortable by this.
Yeah.
And since
I
my departure from this team class, as it were, several other people have left. But it was such an unhealthy. Yes, ew. Capital E-W. Anyway, that's honestly my only grievance of 2020, aside from everything else.
Everything else. So Andy, also, how are you?
I mean, you know most of everything that's happening.
Getting through everything that's happening to me. My God, it's been a year.
How's your poppy? How's your puppy Poppy?
She's chewing all the cords, so she's making things not fully work while we're trying to do the show. But she's still adorable. So that's
How's
fine.
her tummy? How's her tummy
also,
doing?
Her tummy is, well, she has some diarrhea today, which is real bad. But yesterday was her first ever vet visit, and she barfed all over me in the back of the Uber. Basically, her entire body weight, she barfed out of her body.
Yes.
Down my sleeve. I was holding her this way, so I can see her. So I just think she's, like, panting. And then all of a sudden, Chris just looks over and she's like,
hey,
and it's like green silent bile.
Sort of serious question for you. Is that scissors being used to help cook, or are you waiting for a Ryan to walk through?
Chris, mute yourself.
Only heard a little bit of that feedback.
Sound was echoing, so I was trying to tell her to, like, mute as this was going on.
I saw.
Oh, well, she doesn't want to say anything right now. We tried to get her to air a grievance earlier, and she didn't.
She didn't poop on command?
No.
You got some HelloFresh you're brewing?
Yeah, we've got some beef peppercorn with Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes.
Nice. We're making homemade Chinese food tonight, so that'll be good.
Yeah, Chinese food.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Well, it's going to be homemade, so there's going to be, I think, asparagus involved, and I mean, when I say homemade, it's just going to be made here at home, not like nothing too crazy special, like we're rolling our own sweet and sour or anything like that. But yeah, that's it for me. That's all I got to grieve about.
That's all you have to grieve about? Listen,
I mean, there's probably more that I won't touch. But it's okay.
By the way, after I'm done with food and after we do a little too proud, we're going to air a special music video.
Oh, is it done?
It's done. And it was rendering so insanely that we only got it done in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before this actually started.
Oh my.
And there there was some audio problems, and that for some reason, every time I would add a new visual over top, the karaoke track would get quieter for some reason, to the point where I couldn't hear fucking anything. So some of the audio might not even line up there yet, because I was trying to make it all work.
Oh no.
But it's still really funny, and it still is involving a lot of our faves from class. Puts us out eating potatoes.
Ah, yes. Oh
Okay.
man, I'm so anxious to see how that video turned out.
The one that I pestered you about because I'm kind of a dick.
The one that I spent, I think, close to an hour in my sound booth studio closet trying to master, and let me tell you, what a journey that was.
What a journey for you! I love this journey for you.
Rapping is not my. I mean, rapping is sort of my forte, but not really at all.
Rapping is like, you're not going to be King George and Hamilton.
I mean, honestly, that would be the one part that I could handle, because it's not so much a rap. It's more of just a fun ballad, a ballad of ownership and past relationships. I'm just making sure you're not gonna if I could be your one witness to any sort of
What?
nothing? Never mind. Go ahead.
So like, you can actually tell me what you're talking about.
What were you stirring up just then? Is that the sweet potatoes?
Yeah.
Yum. Oh, yum.
I need to find another.
Delish.
1 second. Keep the audience entertained, Andy. I'm gonna find another link.
This is a very hilarious. I'm a professional audiobook voice person. Could I just put that on my resume? Just because the longer you make it on your resume, technically the more, the more responsibility there is.
Of course. Of course. So that's gonna, okay, they're both covered. I can turn.
Jenny, did I tell you I finally got paid from Audible?
Yes. Andy finally got paid from Audible. Andy, please plug your Audible thing while I try and take the Brussels sprouts out of the oven.
Sure.
Screaming cry. Unless Chris would like to come over and help me with that.
Professional. Yeah. Well, I wish I could plug all three of them. I really can only plug one because only one's available on Audible. But it
like,
is
all the stuff that people can look out for.
Oh yeah. I guess I can. I'll do the one that's currently available, followed by the two upcoming, and we'll see what happens. Okay. But yeah, I did a Audible narration for an inspirational sci-fi book called Surrender, which is about three very peculiar characters: a Sasquatch named Pobo, a rat from the Bronx named Jake, and a pot-smoking parrot named Petey, which Petey seems to be the favorite on that one. But it's about their journey on a train all the way to New York, all the shenanigans they get in New York, and it's available on Audible and iTunes. You can type in my name, which is the only difference between my name here is that it's my nickname and not the professional name. So Andy McCain on Audible, MCCAIN. And then I have a children's book, which is a like Indiana Jones meets like A Bug's Life story. It's only a one act. It's about an hour and 4 minutes. You're welcome. And then I have a mystery thriller horror audiobook that's coming out at the beginning of the year that is about shadow. Hey, Chad! That's about shadow monsters and shadow people and trying to destroy a simple country. Thank you so much. A simple country family. But yeah, those are all out. And well, the first one's out. The other two will be out. And that's my plug. Thanks so much, Sour Grapes.
As a you're welcome, would you like to do a little three-peat?
We can do a little three-peat for sure.
Yay! So for those watching at home, this. I am in a mirrored screen. This right here is Andy McCain
Wait.
He and I teach
I have to look
my
this way
improv
for
class,
you.
and I
Hey,
throw this way for you.
can we high five this way real quick?
Uh,
Yes, we did it.
we
It
did.
happened.
I'm looking the complete opposite way where we actually are. Yay!
That's okay.
But we teach my improv class together, and one of our favorite games to play with our students is called Feats, where there's person A, person B, and the first 6 lines of the scene are actually 3 lines repeated back and forth. Person A says the line, person B has to repeat the same thing, the exact same sentence, with a different intonation. So basically, A is setting up the scene, B is setting up the relationship. And all we really need is a suggestion from the audience, so if you want to throw it in the comments. And then Chris, pick your favorite.
Let us know.
This now. I'm gonna get water while I'm here. I've been running non-fucking stop. since, like,
Hydrate. Hydrate.
Hydrate. Not everyone at once, please.
Do we have a suggestion? Do I need to get out my
Having a
improv?
technical issue? What's the technical issue? One moment. I'm gonna go fix the stream. Andy,
Okay.
plug your thing again.
Okay, my thing again? I'll plug my thing again. Actually, I'm going to plug a little bit more of us at my improv because why not? So Jenny and I, being besties, we have created a online Zoom class called My Improv, which, funny enough, if you break down the M and Y in My Improv, it stands for McCain and Yosco Improv. So we just like to make it sound like cool when you like can't do something with your friends or family. You're like, I have to go to my improv class. It's pretty great. But yeah, we started this. Honestly, the team/class it turned out to be the part, and so we do improv classes every Wednesday night. And honestly, this lovely virtual show you have, Festivus, is like sort of encompassing some students from there. We saw Chad earlier and Jessica with her. What a sketch. But yeah, we do it on Wednesdays from 7 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's only $5. You can pay for classes in advance. We have some students that pay us $25 in advance. You're welcome to do whatever. It's drop-in. There is absolutely no pressure to join or pressure to be there every week. As we say, it's drop-in. But we always love seeing your faces.
We will roll over your payments. We will roll over your payments.
We'll roll over. We'll roll over like Poppy.
We got a 2-part? Yeah. Christmas.
Oh
Christmas pot cookies. Thanks, Dory, for the best
That
suggestion.
sounds delicious. What a great
right,
suggestion,
Andy,
Dory.
Andy, you're gonna be A and I'm
Oh,
gonna be
those
B.
are our suggestions.
Just
Sorry, I thought that was
Dory's
just like
just
so
commenting.
random. Like, hey, I
in
did
the
this.
middle. Hot cookies. Yes, thanks for okay.
Great job. Honestly,
All right,
you want to roll Christmas pot cookies into one big suggestion?
That's one big suggestion.
All right. Do you want to be A or B?
You're A, Andy. I already said that while you were having.
Oh, sorry. While I was being blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Jenny, these cookies. Oh.
These cookies.
You're not impressed.
You're not impressed?
I come over. You're my greatest friend in the whole world.
And I come over and you're my greatest friend in the whole world. And
Are you're telling me that these cookies are just like, are they done?
I mean, they're like done, but like, you know how like an artist never really like is satisfied with their work.
Breathe, bestie, breathe. It's okay.
No!
I know the world's falling apart, but come on. We got these cookies and we can just like, I mean, you know the deal. You take one and you're done.
That may have been a bit of my problem because I was already like really, really stressed out. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a batch ahead of time. Let's make a batch ahead of time before this batch. And And then I had like more than one, and then maybe it's like actually like amping up the anxiety. So
You licked the bowl clean. You licked the whole bowl clean. This had all the. Well, it had all the pot in it, and now that pot's inside you.
There's the one that I just made that you seem to be very happy with.
I was pleased with it, but at the same time, you gave me the less pot one.
But like, I'm sorry, I wasn't really like keeping track. Okay, because sometimes there's just like the regular Christmas cookies, and sometimes there's pot Christmas cookies, and it's really hard when they're on the same baking sheet and you're using the same ingredients because you don't want people to know that they're pot Christmas cookies when you pass them out, because that would be weird.
I wonder if Poppy got into the Christmas pot cookies, and that's why she thinks she can run the show tonight.
Poppy?
Or she's just like fiddling with wires, just trying to be like all cute and stuff, but like she's fiddling because she's so high. And you know, there are some crazy dog stories about dogs getting high, and they get the munchies real bad. And I mean real bad.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Puppy!
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Oh god, she's eating my hair. She's got the munchies.
You're kidding. She's gonna eat you. You're gonna be one of the first dog owners in Brooklyn where you get eaten by your dog because she had the munchies from Christmas pot cookies.
How is she eating my in my face? Oh god, she's got cookies. She's got the munchies. Oh god.
She's got the munchies and scene.
Listen, thank you, Poppy, for being such a good scene partner. Jory was just asking for that.
I mean, back in the day, which was yesterday now. Sorry. Now that I know, Dory, once we get back to the regular world, pot cookies.
All right. So I was hoping we're so weird. She was not happy.
Poppy, did you get everything you wanted on your wish list? Did you get everything you wanted on your wish list?
All she wants to do is eat my flesh, and that's about it. And eat my food.
It does.
She tried to steal a pizza crust today. I was very upset.
Oh, you look very content. She's ready for cuddles, Jenny. I think you should oblige. You don't want to let her wait for cuddles.
Don't. Well, here's the thing. We can take a little cuddle break. And Andy, thank you so much for doing that three-peat with me. But stick around in the backstage area to watch the My Improv digital short music video brouhaha thing.
Thanks so much for letting me plug all things audibly. And you're the best bestie. And I'm wishing you all love and light and your little dog too.
You're gonna watch Gossip Girl, right?
Can we watch Gossip Girl a little later?
Well, yeah.
I'll message you.
Fun fact, I have a HelloFresh subscription being sent to my job at Shake Studios, so I need to go into Manhattan, pick it up.
Still tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Okay, message me when you're back, and I'll let you know where we're at, because I think we're watching a family movie tonight, too.
I should be back around 11, so anytime after that.
Oh, yeah, great. Cool. Great. Perfect. All right, well, I can stick around in the backstage. Should I just stop my camera, love?
You can do that, and also I think Chris will take you out. Did Chris take you out? My screen is frozen. Hang on. He's out. He's out. Yeah. My screen is frozen. I want to fix my screen so I can actually see my show.
Now you're sideways.
Yay! We're back, and Poppy's so tired. But yeah, Chris, if you want to take me out, and then take
Hello, welcome to Frank's Grill. What can I get you today?
I ain't worried about nothing. You ain't wearing nada. crushed from the waist up, all because of Corona. But now the rent's due, so I'm calling on clients. I'm hacking and shaking. Why am I not fired?
They say I got some nice fish, but I'd rather be at home trying to feed these pescatarians. But I wish they'd leave me alone. Hey.
But I gotta put it in there. We don't find to go to there. It's a pandemic, gotta be there. Gotta leave my home. Oh. The kind of man from home. Oh.
I'm gonna try my soul with a little muscle. Only that's paying my rent without leaving my bubble. I'm not going outside, working to my bedside. Nothing but sheets in between us, and I'm hesitant worldwide.
I haven't been a receptionist since back before I had grandkids. But now I gotta go back to work and go get contaminated.
I don't want to go to work. But I got to go to work. But I don't want to go to work. I got to go to work.
Oh, yeah. I'm working three jobs, just to the editor and walk dogs. Pooping on the ground, get up real slow, 'cause my back will break if I don't. Mixing up all my time sheets. My bosses are sick of me, but no one else is applying, 'cause the rest of the world's quarantined. Oh, all the bishops and rooks and learning old rules are tantrum they gon' throw. Gonna edit some scenes sent by schools and home teams who think that they know what is funny. But I gotta go to work. We don't want to go to work. I don't wanna. It's a pandemic, but we work. I can't work from home.
It's so nice to meet you. You look like lovely people. What would you like to have today?
That was insane to edit, let me tell you. Audio editing is the worst thing in the world. Yeah, also for everyone who's been texting me on my phone right now, I am not ignoring you because I am a diva. Partially true. I'm also streaming this on my phone right now. I'm using my phone camera, so y'all crazy. Yeah, Anthem, the first singer up, who also was in the Walmart parking lot, almost didn't recognize me. Oh yeah, I love being a chameleon. I was actually using this wig that we use for almost everything when we want to have someone play very, very old. Just in my bathroom, which was insane. But what was I going to say before that? Oh yeah, Anthem, who was in the Walmart parking lot and all that stuff. This was his idea to do. He's one of our students in my improv, and he just sent me this random thing. I think while he was out on a run, he said that he was just like, what if we did a video that was everyone doing this, and then this happened? I was like, okay. And then at the end of the next class, in the last like half hour of class, I had written lyrics and sent out like lyric suggestions, but if people wanted to change things, because Simon actually did his own lyrics, and that was wonderful. Thank you, Simon. You are hilarious. Also, Simon and Anthem doing things to the beat, and the rest of us not, including myself, because I tried to go to the right tempo, but guess what? I am not musically inclined. I'm like a pop singer, but this is a pop song, so I don't even know why I'm saying that because that doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? Hey, you want out? She's too hot right now. So I am gonna take Poppy out of here right now. We have, I think, a few more guests that we're waiting on. I'm gonna scream from the other room. Yeah, little dog. Hooray! Hooray! We've got a little dog. I'm also so ready to eat the shit out of all of this food over here. I've never had a Brussels sprout before in my life, as I stated earlier. But I like them. That is a texture of some kind. I'm gonna have to butter the shit out of these, but it's so yummy. I'm so happy with the choices that I've made today. Yeah, so the other things that we do during Festivus, we of course have grievances. If anyone has any grievances that they would just like to pop up and do whatever, that's fine. But we also have Festivus miracles and feats of strength. Feats of strength are, well, they could be anything. Me carrying Poppy around is a bit of a feat of strength because emotionally I'm afraid to do so because she has barfed on me so many times yesterday and she has had diarrhea all day today. They could have just been a wet, beautiful brown stream down my arm. That would have been lovely. But of course, one of the main things that we have to do is we have to have a Festivus pole. And it has to be an aluminum pole, preferably unadorned. Here's the thing, ours actually has some lights on it because I can't follow directions. That being said, it came with the lights, so it's not really my fault. My grievance is that no one will sell me a plain aluminum pole unless I pay out the nose for it for Festivus merch. All right, I'm gonna set it up right here and plug it in. And then move it as far back as possible. Fun fact, this is actually one of the lighting setups that I use for any work that I do outside of here. Our Festivus pole. Festivus for the rest of us. Chris, you're looking a little confused. What's up?
I actually like the way it's reflecting in the camera, like
beautiful.
Star of Bethlehem or something.
The star of Festivus, beaconing you into my link tree to go to our Sour Grapes End of Year fundraiser. We're at about 15% funded now, I believe. Every little bit helps. The first about half of the fundraiser is going to go towards business expenses. We have Zoom subscriptions, StreamYard subscriptions. We have lighting, sound, all this stuff for even in the between stages of the world where we know that our people are safe, but it's still not going to be great for an audience to come in. So we're going to have like things live streamed out from anywhere and everywhere. We're going to need cameras. We're going to need all kinds of fun setups for that. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath right now, and I don't fully know why. Maybe because I'm doing a lot of stuff, and also I had to hop our puppy gate like about 80 times today. Water, a Festivus miracle. Chris, what was I talking about?
You were talking about feats of strength, I believe.
Was I doing something after that, though? Does anyone know what I was talking about in the comments? Like, I was in the middle of a thought. Take this off for a hot second, too. This is a really hot oven. And I am very hot as a person, so those two things combined, they'll kill ya. They'll kill ya. I'm gonna need the AC on and no pants. My battery may run out soon. Give me 2 seconds to plug in my phone. Hello world. Hang on, I'm on 13% battery. Do we have a plug anywhere?
Your plug was over there on the couch.
I'm not gonna reach into that. I am slowly putting this all back together. We have one more guest of the night that we're waiting on. Whenever she's in, we'll hop her in and we'll do all the fun stuff. And until then, it's just going to be me having a love. I'm going to scoot this a little closer, actually, so that way my cord can reach it. Bam. I actually had to do a thing yesterday on Zoom, which I love Zoom because it has the beautify thing where it like touches up your appearance, which I really appreciate. But on phones, it doesn't really work in like gallery view, and I always want to see everyone who's there. So I had to put my laptop here and then like a webcam here. The phone's getting warm. Yeah, phone, I know, because I'm doing something. Let me do something. Pinnacle vodka is a good thirst quencher. That being said, I am overheated and underfed, so I will not be doing that exactly right now. But maybe later we will have a Festivus miracle of it lasting all night. I keep wanting to eat these Brussels sprouts because they're right here in front of me. But as we just saw, apparently I don't like them very much without butter on them or something. So should I have them? Maybe I just didn't like that one.
You make really good faces when you eat.
Maybe in a grown up. Food. Okay. What am I texting?
You know, Fluffy was doing a feat of strength there, but just when I tried to catch her, she walked away because she spurns me.
We've had our dog for 2 weeks. I don't know if you heard Chris talking about Poppy doing a attempted feat of strength. We've had her for 2 weeks now. She has just turned 3 months old. She's about 3 pounds now. She runs this house. She does. She hates her crate. She will sleep on top of her crate. She will not sleep inside of her crate. She climbs everything. I am dying here.
So you aired a grievance.
I did. Chris.
Yeah.
Fun thing.
Yeah.
Would you like to remove me, put yourself on, and then air your own grievances?
I don't know.
You were on for a second with Poppy, and you looked cute. Yeah. But remove me first, so that we don't have the horror echo.
The horror echo. Oh, I got different cameras on. All right, so we're gonna remove you. Hold on. Remove you.
I literally was putting. Ooh, maybe I have to not do that. Maybe I have to not do that. All right. Take yourself out. Take yourself out. Take yourself out right now. Seats with me. Oh, okay. All right, she's coming over this way because apparently nothing in the house works right. Chris with a dog is coming over this way. Chris with a dog is coming over this way. Chris, have you ever had Brussels sprouts?
I have.
Can you taste these and see if that's what they're supposed to taste like?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Hi, I'm on Jenny's set with Poppy. Ooh, see, I can't do left and right either. There she is. Mwah. Well, I will try a Brussels sprout because I actually don't I only like them if they're cooked a certain way, though. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Yeah, they're okay.
Ew.
No, ew. I don't know, so many grievances. Let me think. What would be a good grievance? I'm going to grievance against you.
Me?
Yeah. No, Poppy.
Oh.
A grievance against you. Right? Because you, let's see, what horrible things have you done? What horrible things have you done? You've done such horrible things. Yeah. Yeah. You like to bite our flesh, right?
All
Our
she wants
grievance
is flesh.
You like to poop where you want, although 90% you poop where, oh no, you do this, oh no. Oh no. All right, my baby. Okay. I'm sorry. No real grievances against Poppy. Let me think though. I mean, what would be a good grievance? I mean, again, I don't want to name names, but I do. See, I'm being not helpful at all. I am not in my improv class, as you can tell.
Well, we teach everyone.
That's true. I should join. I did like that video. That was pretty freaking awesome there. So
Good, because it gave me an actual like brain aneurysm.
just trying to debate if we should use this one. All right. Shall we? There was someone, whenever I try.
I mean, be vague. Be vague.
Right. Whenever I try and get with someone from my past when I was an actor, which I was long in another century, basically, I was an actor. I stopped being an actor for multiple reasons, and then it came back around. And several times, oh, Poppy found a cord. She found the Festivus Christmas tree cord.
No.
Oh, Poppy, for God's sakes. Anyway, several times we've tried to bring back someone from my past into our new group as a thing, as a connection between the past and the present. Here you go. Got my puppy.
And every time it goes to hell.
And every time it goes to hell. Trying to think. The first time we asked somebody, they said they just couldn't drive that far, even though they lived pretty close.
Really close.
The second time, this was someone who I knew for years, but hadn't spoken to in a long time, and we were very, very close, and we were getting close again, and I asked if he wanted to do it, and he ghosted me, and I haven't heard from him since. Then, let's see, we got, I'm trying to remember the order of this, we got a friend of mine, a friend of mine from way back, also there, to do a show for us in the summer. Said it was a great idea, said this is something they would do, got together, got back and forth with us, because this was for a festival at the Crane, ghosted us, never heard from that person again. Then, the last one, oh no, I know, we did a show that I had done when I was young, and then Genny did the role now, whatever, like 30 years later, and I did another role in it, and we invited the person who directed that first show to come see our show, because this was someone, again, very close friends back then, kind of fell apart years later, just, from going different places in life. And that person came to see the show, and for some reason, it was the most awkward, uncomfortable weirdness I have ever had. And then the final one is someone who we actually did get to come work with us and not ghost us. Did a lot, worked together, things went great, kind of ghosted us now.
And then stole our ideas.
All right, yeah, and kind of stole our ideas. So well, you said be vague.
That's a vague enough thing for you to say.
Kind of vague. That we had an idea that was, it's kind of been done, but ours was done a little differently, we think. And, it was kind of a good idea for Shakespeare. I won't vague that one. And then we started taking our Shakespeare to virtual, and we feel like this friend of ours decided to do the same thing we kind of did, but make sure that we did not know about it. We did not find out about it, but of course we did, because that's the way we are. So it was just very weird to us, because these were all people who were actors and really wanted an opportunity. They wanted a chance, and it's like, we're at the point where we have a residency now, so we can give you an opportunity. We would love to work with you. We always thought you were a talented person, and for some reason it always winds up that we're the shitheads. So I don't know why, just a grievance. Apparently we're shitheads.
I mean, have you met us?
All right, to be fair, we are shitheads, but most people have the class to say it behind our backs and not act like it to our faces. So that's one of my big grievances, because I get tempted again. Oh, I forgot the one other one. The other person. The person who I worked with, who never had any respect for me when I was a young actor. So that was an interesting, different kind of relationship. And somehow this person found Genny on Facebook and became Genny's Facebook friend. So we made the assumption that they made the connection, because it's different states and everything. And so she at one point invited this person to see one of our shows that we were both in, figuring, oh, okay, this person, remembered her, thought she was shitty, but okay. I believe "sings like shit" was the exact quote, but okay, we were friends. So and the person asked her, "Why are you asking me?" And she was kind of like, "What? I thought you became my friend on Facebook because you knew my mom back then. Otherwise, this is a little strange." Ghosted us. So anyway, that was, I think we're up to number 5 of people. And whenever I say something like, "I knew somebody from," Jenny's like, "Stop.
Shut it
Stop.
down.
Shut it down. Stop. The people you knew are not, that's not going to happen for us." You put a quote there. I didn't read what's it.
Moral of the story, everyone from your past is trash.
Everyone from my past is trash. And you can include me in that because I'm from my past. I'm also trash. Have been called trailer trash or white trash? What were we called? We were called white trash?
Oh, I think white.
White trash, I believe. A friend of ours, someone they knew from West Virginia, by the way, and we did live in West Virginia, actually called us white trash, I do believe.
Yeah.
And again, not wrong. But
don't say it.
But don't say it, or to your. I mean, if you say it behind my back, make sure our friend isn't going to tell us, so we can point out that, hey,
Bribe them adequately.
yeah. So, almost everybody from my past has let me down, and that is the beginning of the grievance. You have all. I forget. There's an exact quote from George Costanza's father. "You have all disappointed me in many ways." And that is pretty much, everyone from my past. So I think that's pretty decent grievance, right?
Yeah, pretty decent.
A feat of strength, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do that.
We're gonna air another short.
Yay, another short.
Okay, bye.
Hi! You all know me. My name is Sandra, but I'd love for you to meet my new friend, my special friend, Joe King.
Special friend? But honey, I thought I was your boyfriend.
Now, you must be joking.
That's my name, yeah.
No, I mean, you must be joking about being my boyfriend.
This feels like we're saying the same thing here.
Okay, let me rephrase this then. You must be surely kidding about being my boyfriend.
My name ain't surely kidding, but I'm fine so long as you blow me after the show. Oh, come on, Sandy. You used to kill with jokes like that back in high school.
What's changed, Joseph, is now I am competing in a pageant where class and sophistication are highly desired traits in
Right, you're right, Sandy. This is your thing. I'm just here to help.
Well, then how about you actually help for once instead of constantly making things worse?
Constantly? What else have I done?
Oh, I don't know. How about the other day when one of the other girls found you with her underpants wrapped around your face?
You know I was just having a laugh, Sandy. You jealous?
Oh, that's all great for you, Joseph, but now all the other girls are calling me a perverted lesbian who steals underpants.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a muff diver, dollface.
Okay, Joseph, you know that I get your great sense of humor, right?
I thought you did, before all this hoity-toity nonsense you got wrapped up in.
Oh, well, you see, that's the thing. We're having a laugh at them. See? I mean, come on, think about it. Us two winning a beauty pageant? How funny would that be?
I guess I can see where you're getting at. Yeah. Us dumb country bumpkins winning some highfalutin contest.
Right! So in order to really, pull the ultimate prank on these losers, we really need to keep making them believe that we are one of them, yes?
I got it, dollface. You sure are a clever one. Sorry, I doubted your man.
Well, that's quite all right, sir. Now, let's do the nightmares punchline, right? You like that one? Whew. Joe, do you remember all those times I'd go out walking on our farm and I'd see all these horses milling about? What kind of horse do you think goes out at night?
Well, clearly, Sandra, there are horses. And I should know. I've been trapped with you lot for days now.
Okay. What does an evil chicken like?
Your mother.
Deviled eggs, Joseph. The answer is deviled eggs. Okay, how about we just take a little break, yeah? All right. You can just sit here and work on some great jokes for us, and I am going to practice my answers to the interview questions. What are you doing?
Well, I've just recently learned how to move about without you.
You know what? Fine. This is fine. Terrifying, but fine. You can do whatever you want, just don't do it tomorrow in front of the judges, okay?
You don't want that.
What?
You don't want me to do what I want. I want to be the boss now.
You, the boss. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
I want to do what you do. I want to be the one that stands there and gets credit, while really I'm just smiling and letting some devil do all my dirty work.
That'd be great, Joseph, it really would. But you know what? You are a dummy, and that is all you will ever be. I mean, look at you. You're 3 feet tall and clearly made out of plastic. And even if you somehow did manage to get an audience, they would boo you right off the stage and into immediate obscurity, because your sense of humor is just a juvenile ejaculation of fat jokes and slut jokes and your mom jokes, and you are nothing without me. Nothing.
Don't be such a dummy, dollface. Who said I wouldn't still be using your services? Hey, dollface.
Joe, how's my gorgeous boyfriend doing today?
Who, me? Or that guy you're seeing behind my back?
Now, Joe, don't you dare think that I've got eyes for anyone but you.
Now, dollface, don't you know 2's a company, 3's a crowd?
What would 4 be?
Well, 4 would just make you a slut, dollface.
Oh my god. So yeah, that was, first of all, both of those things happened because I was about to sing. And yeah, is some weird sound thing happening?
I don't know why you two had to be out so.
What happened?
I think it's starting to run the next video.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, that was weird. Ghosts were in my StreamYard. But yeah, not only is that part of actually my Twilight Zone show, which we normally do every single year. Clearly this year we're not doing it on stage, but it's the first year in 5 years that we haven't done it, and I'm feeling very sad about it. We still do the switcheroo trick on stage, which is much more complicated because we don't use mics. So it's not like we have people standing backstage and doing stuff. We actually usually have our Joe King crouched under a table and then being able to pull the string from behind like a set of chairs, so that way he can make him talk on his own and all of that stuff. But yeah, we filmed that years and years ago. Shot and edited by my friend Brandon Culp, who's amazing. And Andy, of course, was in it, who's amazing. Y'all saw him earlier today. Yeah, it also is a bit of a grievance in that, you know those people who don't help you, and then they worm their way into your stuff, and then they take over fully, so you are just a shell of your former self while they are doing this horrible thing with what you were doing. By the way, I keep looking down because Poppy found a cord. Poppy, do you want to show them your contraband? Oh no, she dropped it because she knows she's not supposed to. She found the cord to the Festivus pole, and she was eating it. There's no more Festivus slides anymore. Yeah, that's why there's no more Festivus lights anymore, because Poppy pulled the plug out of the wall. I know. She knows her name, and she knows when we're not happy with her. Okay, Jesus. Go play with your little friend over here. The little friend, by the way, is a doll that is dog-sized, and her toenail was caught on my sweater, so that was a bit of a rough get down from there. We have one more guest that we're waiting on. A bit of a rough. Oh, that scared her both times we did it. Oh, she's looking back and forth like, don't jump. Please don't jump. Poppy, don't jump. Sit. Thank you. Oh, she really wants to jump real bad.
Our last guest is not here. Should we say something and see if she's out there in audience land somewhere? Our last guest?
Our last guest. Yeah, I mean, we can just hang out for a half hour if anyone has anything they want to say. Until our last guest arrives. The last person who said that they were going to be arriving. Anyway. Thank you for putting Poppy down on the ground. I am so tired, y'all. So we're trying to train Poppy to know that she's not in hell and she's not going to be abandoned, which means that we, for the first few weeks of us owning her, we're going to be sleeping in the same room as her. Of course, neither of our rooms are Poppy-proofed right now, so we are, well, I am, the past 2 weeks now, sleeping in the living room. I think I slept in a bed once, and that was, I take naps in the beds after I wake up. It's exhausting. I'm tired. But she's worth it, except for when she's chewing on a cord. Her contraband right now. Poppy's contraband. Her feat of strength is that somehow we have not accidentally electrocuted her with all of the cords she's chewed. All of the cords she's chewed. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She's back to chewing her cord. The only thing she ever wants to eat are what we're eating, cords, and our flesh. She loves to bite her hand, like how dogs play with each other, where they nip at each other, they nip at the hands and feet. She just wants flesh. She wants flesh all the time. If you are sitting somewhere and your feet are exposed, she is gonna headbutt you with her mouth wide open. She wants flesh. I'm so tired. Hey.
I guess you're doing a feat of strength now.
I am doing a feat of strength right now by staying alive. It is a Festivus miracle that I have not passed out yet, and I am about to.
What's the third one? Just the
airing of grievances, Festivus miracles, feat of strength, and feast.
Oh, so we've got no miracles.
It's a Festivus miracle that I haven't died.
It has to be a festival. Oh, this is something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just yell it.
Just yell it.
The Festivus miracles, and it has not happened on Festivus, but I do care to discuss the miracles.
Okay.
Your guest,
my guest
on Board Brunch on Sunday,
yeah,
who has also been your guest, Christopher Cece,
yeah,
twice before,
yeah.
He mentioned what it's like when someone in your cast quits,
yes,
like last minute or with very little notice or in a very inconvenient way.
Yes.
And what we have found in, I would say, almost every case, not all.
I know what you're about to say.
Say it.
Every single time that we have to remove someone from a project,
or they remove themselves,
but usually we remove them. Every single time that happens, the person that replaces them is astronomically better, both to work with and talent-wise. But somehow we also wouldn't have met them. Ah, Poppy. Poppy just pulled the cord over into the tripod. Poppy did a feat of strength. Oh my god. Okay. Great. Anyway, so chaos. Oh yeah, we're talking. Now she's chewing the tripod. All right. They find it better to work with and all that stuff. Like Brandon Culp, as I was talking about before. We only met him because there was a guy that I had known for like a year or so. We had worked together doing a lot of background work. Actually, we're both actors. In the first ever play we produced in New York, we put him in because he was a friend of mine. And he was hell on earth to work with. About a week before the show, he sends a text saying, hey, I'm in Pittsburgh, and since I have all my lines memorized, I'm not going to show up for this next week of stuff until, like, Tech Week. So, yeah. And I'm like, no, you're not. And it turned into a whole fight, of course. And it was a week before, as is the case. And I had to text his manager. I was like, hey, we will still hold these tickets for you, but it's looking like he's not going to be in the show because he's being terrible to work with right now. He's really shitting on the rest of the cast, saying they don't know their lines, even though they absolutely do. And saying because he knows his lines, he's allowed to miss a week's worth of rehearsal, literally the week like right before our 3 tech days. And then she was like, well, do you have it recast yet? And I was like, no, please don't try and convince me. And she's like, I have someone else who'll be perfect. And that was Brandon Culp. And Brandon was not only better, but better to work with. And we have worked with him on so many other things. And Poppy has the zoomies, which usually means that she's about to poop. No, she's chewing on a makeup brush now. All right. Should have known. Ow, that was my foot flesh. She likes flesh. Denise, if you're out there, join us in the next 5 minutes or I'm ending early. I'm about to piss. Woo! Y'all are going to see a Festivus miracle of someone rise from the dead, which is me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other shows I know it happened in the last.
Chris, do you want to come over?
Not really. The last.
I'm actually having like a problem.
Go fuck yourself. We replaced someone who was just giving us hella horror. Two people who are giving us hella horror, and the people we replaced them with were awesome. And in fact, we still one of them we had worked with before, but that person wasn't able to do it, and then they came in only because they couldn't rehearse, so they came in and did the show with us with no rehearsal. And the other person we got like a couple days before from Dory. Thank you very much. His name is McKylan, and he was fantastic. So it's kind of amazing when we get when we replace people. And I said it's when they leave too. We don't always have to leave. I still don't know my left and my right. The Festivus miracle of that is we almost always wind up with somebody great that we wind up having a relationship with and use again and again. So and this guy mentioned that too. He had things go like from off Broadway to or off Broadway to off Broadway or something because he put this new person in, and they were so fantastic. They got wonderful reviews from the Times and things like that. So that's one Festivus miracle. We got a guest. We got a guest. Yay! Yay. Come back. You get to go over there. You want to sit over there and just do it from there? I can't because of the sound. Well, I have to turn the sound on. All right. All right. All right.
How are you?
Denise.
I came.
You're here. Hello.
Hi.
Happy Festivus. How are you?
I'm good. I've been trying to think this whole time about one single thing I want to complain about, but
you can do multiple things.
Okay. Okay. How political am I allowed to go?
As much as you want.
This is your Festivus.
This is your Festivus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hate. Oh man, I'm using a tablet, so okay. This is the first thing I'm gonna complain about. My tablet, I have to lay it down, so the camera angle's really weird. But okay. But real complaining. I'm just so sick of people being angry with Mexicans, and I am so sick of Mexicans supporting Trump. Like I have a family member who I'm not gonna say who it is, but right, but he supports Trump, and I'm always like, person, you're Mexican. We are Mexican, born and raised Mexican. How can you support someone who hates Mexicans? And this person is like, well, like my taxes are good. But it's like, I don't know, and like this person thinks they're like part of the, because they're like, oh, they want to protect your money, and like Democrats just want to take your money. And I'm like, person, you're not part of the 1%. Like if you're not part of the 1%, he doesn't care about you. And you're brown. And like your skin color is brown. He doesn't care about you. If he had the opportunity, he would deport you. And it's just, I don't, and then the fact that they're like, they were so like, oh my God, Hillary Clinton didn't win last time. And then now they're like, oh my God, this is bullshit. Like the, I don't know. I have an uncle, and he was like sending the family chat, the fucking family chat, like, oh, the electoral college is the one who will decide who the president is. And I'm like, are you seriously supporting like them overthrowing the popular vote? I don't understand people. I don't understand Trump supporters. It's yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Especially like still. Like still? Like we're still supporting this man?
Yeah.
Why?
I know. I don't know. I was like so angry about it, I think like a month ago. And then like now I'm just kind of like, whatever, Joe Biden won. What are you gonna do about it? You know? Like you can't. Because the electoral college voted
What are you
him
gonna
in.
do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah. And I guess I thought your rant about your musical was hilarious. Sorry, just so I just wanna, I'm not gonna go too much into it because I probably shouldn't, but I'm just gonna say I worked with these people and they were so incredibly controlling and condescending constantly, and it was just like I have never felt so suffocated during a show. Like from the first day, if I missed a single word, they would be like, "Oh, you missed this word on the script," and it's like it's the first rehearsal. Like, can we just like relax? And they were just like, "Oh, we want you to be like this way for the entire show," and then they like changed their mind and they were like, "Okay, actually, we want you to like." But what about the like your character's not changing? Like, why are you not changing? And I'm like, well, I thought that's what you wanted me to do, and it was just, oh my god, yeah, I got so fucked up when I saw it go up. I got so fucked up. I was so hungover the next day. Yeah, because it was just like hard to watch myself. Yeah.
It is. Those projects are hard to work with. Where like you like know you're having a terrible time, and by the time it comes time for you to actually like see it happen. Sorry, Poppy is having poop zoomies right now. She doesn't like her feelings when she has to poop or when she's just pooped. So clearly someone's attacking her because she doesn't know what's happening. So she just angrily runs around the entire apartment. Yeah, but those shows are so hard because like you feel like you're not being supported and you're just being like, why don't you just do it then? If you can do it better than me, then why don't you just do it and get me out of here? I'm clearly not what you want for this part, blah, blah. And then it's always so rough. It's so rough.
Yeah, I would have been fine with that happening too at that point. I was just like, you do it. Like, you do it. I'm like, I'll watch. Like, you do it. You know? You have a very clear sense of how you want me to say every single word, so why don't you do it?
Yeah. So I get that. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, Denise, thank you for being on.
Well, thank you. Yeah. What is that? But if you feel, oh, I missed it. Okay, that's okay. Oh, thank you. But if you feel like you, I know. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to be a jerk, but like, you're in hell. You're in development hell.
I know, right? It's an awkward situation. It's just, you just got to push through it and then never do it again. You know?
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. That was a wonderful grievance. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I love you, Jen.
I love you too. I'm excited for you to open your Christmas present.
Me too. I'm excited to give you your gift. You're gonna love it. I hope you like it.
Yay!
Yes.
All right. Well, that is it. I am literally about to pass out. I've had to sit down several times during this. Chris was never supposed to be on screen ever. Thank you, Chris, for doing that. Thank you to all the guests who have been on, David Lawson, Jessica, and everyone else from my improv, Anthem, Chad, Simon, Andy, for coming on and doing some trivia with me, Denise, all of y'all, all of you for watching this at home. I am genuinely about to pass out, so I'm going to eat all this food and then do whatever it is I need to do next. All right. Bye, everybody.